Yeah, okay. Good. I probed with this guy a bit. He's a very good musician, as you can see. So we're gonna play the game Soulstone Survivors. Switch save. This is a game I checked out a few months earlier and I was a little bit overwhelmed. It's a little weird game and I wasn't sure at the time, but after publishing the videos I actually found myself enjoying the game. So it's a great coffee game. You can play this one with one hand also. That's pretty cool. And it is a little bit overwhelming, I remember that, but you don't necessarily have to pay attention, so I was kind of okay. Anyhow, I want to play this again because I remember it's being fun. It was just a test here. I remember it's being fun, but I do not know the details anymore. But it's a great game and the Christmas tree fits well into the scene. So I want to play that today is Merry Christmas, Misa. What? The game has an initial experience which introduces the lore. The lore. Fuck you with the lore. Oh, dude. The beep is too late, it's Christmas. No swearing on Christmas Day, for God's sake. Dobra, playjemy, bawimy się. So what do we got here? Yeah, so this is the first, what am I doing here? I'm not gonna explain the game to you. So this is stuff we can collect here. We can collect different things in different levels that I remember. We have a character, we have different characters, we have a blacksmith, blah, 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 blah. We have runes, skill tree, achievements, profile. What is profile? No save data channel, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it's not connected to the internet because I'm playing under Linux. Yeah! Let's play. So, and the best thing to me, it's a coffee and one gente, and you can have fun with the game. It's so good, and I like it. Sometimes it's a game just for in between, you know. So definitely a good game. But it's if you I think that was my problem, my issue with the game. So right now I'm not even using a hand. I'm just warming my hand on the coffee, not moving the character. Let's see what happens. See, that's what I like about this game. You don't have to do actually anything. You just start the character and let's see what happens. Now you get an idea, right? This could be a good concept for a new kind of game. The player it's like a character manager you can create. Maybe that is a good idea, huh? Like creating a character manager. You're placing like a Diablo guy into the scene, giving him some stats, and he shall have fun with the opponents. I'm still not touching the controller, you can see. That's what I like about this. Now we have to choose something. Just happened, and now I have to use my hand. I'm just focusing on those values here. This has plus 4%. Damage modifier plus 10. There is actually a depth in this game. I make fun of it a bit, but there are some people who really into that stuff, who really wanna. I'm not the guy. A little bit, but certainly not today. I just wanna play that because it fits very well to the Christmas tree. That's about it. But speaking of the Christmas tree, let me adjust the color settings because I changed the color. For Storkar, for the game Storkar, which is also a good game. So recently, no, this is the wrong color thing. I start to enjoy the games again. Oh, now I pressed something. I don't know what we got.
More carnage.
Let's see. Oh. I remember now. So basically you see the yellow stuff on the ground. When we collect that, our experience bar is filling up, and every time this happens we get a level and we get a card to choose. That's how it works. Now I have to move around. I'm going to use my WASD keys. And you see every time this bar here Maybe I can make the Christmas tree. No, you know what? Fuck it. No. I'm not gonna give it to you. This is my Christmas tree. It's gonna be there. So every time the experience bar fills up, we get something to choose. Sometimes an active card and like an action card, and sometimes a passive card. And now the thing is, I remember now. So at first you're overwhelmed, so you're gonna read those things, you know, and that's the difficult part. But later on, you kind of intuitively pick that. So the picking will be like a matter of choice of maybe a second. You just think about this maybe a second and just choose something. But right now I completely forgot. Like I said, I forgot about almost everything about this game. Right now we're gonna choose. I don't know. Do I have to read that? Creates, blah blah. Damage, powers, no, prowess. Prowess, traits, piercing. Oh shit, I wanted to actually, I didn't, you know, it wasn't on purpose. There is, maybe it's good that it happens. You died. Yeah. There is a way, I think when I press the Q button, we can get more information about our skills. I wanted to do that and I mispressed. But again, it's a good game. It's not bad.
This heat boils the blood.
You know what? I wanna just use my mouse. You can either play this game by just using WASD, and you can dodge with the space bar, which is helpful. But for that I would need my left hand, but my left hand right now holds a coffee. I want to change it to the only mouse. When I go to control, or where was it actually? Mouse only. Now I should be able to control a game just with only the mouse, as it says. Weirdly, when you use a controller, in this particular case, a controller, you sometimes have to use both hands because of the way the controller is, the keys are handled. So a controller in this case, it's not, yeah. So right now, left mouse button is just, you know, making the character move. I can still use my other hand, and the skills are activating them. The character is activating the skills whenever the cooldown is ready. So that's pretty useful. I think when I press the right mouse button, the character uses the dodge. Right now we can dodge one time. You can see that here. And this is my preferred method for now. Once in a while I switch though to the keyboard only when the right hand shall rest and the left hand can play. And this is really, I've never seen a game making me, I never knew this was a thing I like, you know. So this is now passive stuff. We can have damage modifier, cast increase. I think you use skills more frequently, yeah. Yeah, I think this decreases maybe the cooldown. I don't know. I think either that or that. I think moving around is good because we gotta collect those yellow little diamonds or stones. Probably stones. It says stones. I think Titan Cleaver is probably. I think I like this. I remember liking this guy. So slashes into the direction causing damage. Damage is multiplied based on your block power. Gain finesse. And now we want to know what that means, right? So I'm gonna press Q. Oh, I have to hold. I have to really use my other hand. So I have to hold it down. Finesse increases the multicast change by 3% for 6 seconds. So that's what it's doing. And
courses through my veins.
While I was making a joke of it, I was thinking about if I offended and wasn't paying attention. What is that? Indomitable. I don't know what that means. Your character is your chance of blocking attacks is increased. Yeah, so we can block more. And you can see the difference is here. This one is blue. It's a blue color. There is like white, green, blue, and so on. You know, all the roleplay colors. And this is pretty useful. So I'm using that. What does block do? Well, it blocks some things, I think.
This new power
I don't know if we once in a while block something or if we in general get less damage. I think we do block something. critical damage. So now everything is white. Later on in the game, we will have the ability to re-roll, although this never really, I don't know, while it's kind of cool, I never was really satisfied with what I got. So anyhow, so max health is one, critical damage sounds good.
Strength at the right time.
So where was I? Ground break. Is probably, this is what I remember. So creates a crack in the ground towards a random enemy causing damage. Gain, I wanted to check what that means. Progress increases the damage modifier by 10% for 6 seconds. Increases the damage modifier. What the heck does that mean? What is a damage modifier? Is this a damage modifier? No. Damage modifier? Increases the damage modifier by 10% for 6 seconds. So I think we're gonna do just 10% more damage. Just a weird, I think this is just a weird thing to say, I don't know. Piercing, projectiles launched by this skill, projectiles launched by this skill will deal 20% extra damage for each target they hit directly. Okay. Gain the, okay, that's something. Okay, let's assume this is not using piercing. I think creates a crack in the ground towards random enemies causing damage. Gain, and then we gain, in addition to the main attack, we gain like progress, which increases, gives us for 6 seconds 10% more damage, I think. And then piercing is basically for other skills. So when we have a piercing skill, it would be stronger after this one is being used. So this is kind of how it works. At first, this is where I had trouble with this game. At first, this was extremely overwhelming. And it maybe matters for the people who are kind of into those shit, who want to become like you, just for the statistic freaks, for you guys, you have fun with that. I'm not like that guy. Like I said, I'm a rounder. I'm kind of casual about those things. So to me, later, in a weird way, I see what is, I more intuitive, whatever that means. Yeah, but this will become later easier. And again, at the beginning, also what set me off was, let's just use that. At the beginning, what set me off is that this happens very often. You had to choose a card every 2 seconds or something. Again, this will later become a choice of, you will think about this for nonsense, for maybe a half second, You will see just, this is blue, this is power, this is just reoccurring all the time. So you're gonna choose just something quick, and I'm gonna go with the block. This also depends a little bit on how your character is handling things, This is pretty useful. This increases a dash count, this one here. Dashing is very useful. Let's use that. So now we can dash twice in, before the cooldown hits. Keep in mind, I just woke up. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas day. I'm drinking my coffee. Here's a champion, and I can play this with. This is what I like about this one. It actually made me check out. I have another one similar to this game, which is more dark, more like an those Viking shit things. I think Valhalla nonsense here. Yeah, for the people who love it, I know, I get it. You like it, I get it. You want to go to Valhalla, have fun over there. I have a friend who likes it, I respect him. I like it, I like the Vikinger stuff more because of him, but it's not mine, Except the Prostata. Has nothing to do with it, but whatever. Yeah, so Earthquake. I don't like those things, they're kind of boring. But this is also no fun. So this would be this would be something where I would like to re-roll actually, but I can't. I can try. No, it doesn't work. Also here some you can see the stats when you pause the game. I actually I don't do those things, but anyway. Earthquake. Conjures an earthquake under a random enemy, causing damage and applying British people. Applying Britain. Every 0.5 seconds gain, so I didn't really pay attention. So British means increase all damage taken by 6 for 5 seconds. So, can I ask me on a random? Okay, so the enemies will be more vulnerable for 5 seconds in by the number of 6, whatever. Yeah, okay, so more vulnerable enemies, and what do we have? Colossal increases the area modifier by 8% for 6 seconds. So I think whatever we choose, when we have an area skill, it has a certain value. When we have a damage skill, it has a certain value. So the area thing is probably, this is my understanding now, the area is being understood in this game as a modifier. And damage is also being understood as a modifier. So when it says increase the area modifier, it means it increases the area of all these skills. This is my understanding. I might be wrong on that. So keep that in mind. So feel free to be an asshole in writing that. No, this is not it. Well, I say this doesn't happen on this channel so often because everybody is very nice. No, it's not the case. Because, if you're not big enough, you simply, people don't give a shit, and well, you're not collecting so many assholes. No? So it's just a simple matter of math calculations. Don't be an asshole, but you can feel free to criticize a bit, in a nice way. So, say what you mean, that's gonna be respected. Don't be mean. That's not gonna be respected. Anyhow, your critical strike causes additional damage. Yeah, I don't like that. This always confuses me a little bit. There's a difference between the critical chance and critical damage. I like the critical chance being increased overall. Critical damage is only useful if you crit a lot, so this is not really something I wanna do. Maximum health, why not?
No choice is without a cost.
I think, let's go back to, I see the champion is always, placing a weird thing on the ground, like in this area where, he shows you in the red, I think, you saw it. He shows basically before the champion attacks, and a marker on the ground will appear in which the champion will attack, and you have to dodge that area basically. Increase damage, increase the damage of the whirlwind skill. I think this is this guy here. Yeah, that's gonna hit damage modifier. So I think now I kind of.
Soulstone, your source of power is mine.
So and when the champion dies, he. See, this is this one. When you play this the first time, this becomes a little bit annoying because it's very, every second you have to choose something. That made me crazy, or that made me annoyed. So what do we got here? Maybe this piercing damage. I wonder. Throws daggers into the target location, quickly causing damage, applying bleed, and having a chance to gain form every 2 seconds. Again, if you don't know what it means, form, it says increase the critical chance by 1%. Oh, that might be cool. But I want to know what kind of damage this is doing. Is this piercing? Thrust, lasting area, frontal. It's not even so weird. This must be piercing. So as you remember, we had a skill which is doing something to the piercing. Let's see. Yeah, this one. So this is our ground break, and it says it produces, it gains whatever. It does some piercing, you can see, and I cannot check piercing. I think. Oh, I can. How, in a weird way. Hey. Piercing, it says. Projectile launch, but this skill will deal 20% more extra damage for each target they hit. Piercing. Projectiles launch, but this skill will deal 20%. Maybe it's not like what I thought. But this one, what is the projectiles launch, but this skill will deal 20% extra damage for each target they hit. No, it's okay. This is not improving every. I thought this is improving every piercing skill, but no, this is just okay. Maybe later. Okay, well, let's try this out. Let's see.
Dark gifts. I'll take them all.
The winner takes it all. Damage increased. Damage modifier. Increase the damage modifier of yeah. Okay, here you can see all the earthquake skills. I think we only have, we have 2. Where does it say? Yeah, earthquake. No, okay, I get confused here. So while, I think the reason why I get confused is because I remember certain things, but I don't remember them clearly, so I have to relearn basically. But relearning is easier than learning from scratch, that's for sure. That also counts for language learning. If you already acquired something you forgot a lot, relearn is easier. It's because it's already stored somewhere. Anyhow, this is a stupid game, it's not the same thing, but let's just see. Earthquake. What kind of skill is this one? Here, type, it says here. Skill type, that's what I meant. Skill type is earth. Lasting. Okay, area and magical. Okay. Because I think, if I remember that correctly, you can increase the skill types with certain cards. Anyhow, so crit chance. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna push. Also, I think this is the way how you can level those guys. I think right now you can see this one is level 1, right? If I choose that, I should increase the level. Let's see if this is still correct. Yeah. So that works, and we get another card to choose because maybe you had multiple level ups. Power armor power. I just said it here, vice versa. The Lord of War. Anyway, your armor is improved. Yeah, sounds good. And then we get a Thunder Strike, maybe no. Armor scatter, no. Smash the ground. No, we have already. So boring. Shoot a petrified projectile at the target, causing damage. Gain colossal. What is colossal doing again? Increase the area modifier by 2% for 6 seconds. So I think this overall increases all the area modifiers, not just of this skill. I think so. Let's see. Resilient armor area modifier, and now let's make this a level 3 one. Good attack speed. This one, see, and this is how you can actually already, when you have those skills already, you can see you don't have to think much, because this might be useful, sure, but it's better to increase if you're happy with the skill. It's better to level this guy up, so you wouldn't even need to necessarily think too much about that. So let's just cast frequency. It means it's gonna be used more often. And now we have like level this guy up to level 2. And this is actually what I really like. This one, I like stationary things, because then you can walk around while enemies still get hit. So I'm gonna replace some of those guys. I think the last one, this one. Also, I think if I remember correctly, when we press, there was a key I could press to maximize or minimize the sometimes there is so much going on the screen that this is the, I don't know if I like that. I think the game is being cool as a in-between game, like it's a good morning coffee game, like I said, or if you just wanna, do something in between while talking to someone, which you should not do in general, but what I mean is maybe you are in a phone call and you try to reach a company and you're stuck in the waiting line here, no? Like, your phone call is important to us. Great game for it, you know. Turn off the sound, play it for a while. For that kind of purpose. What is that? Whenever you cast a skill of type... What? Whenever you cast a skill of type swing. So this is type swing. This is my only swing. Swing. Yeah, it's only swing. Swing. Do I have another swing? No, I only have one swing, I think. No, there's no two swings. Okay. Okay, that's already better. So whenever you have, whenever you cast a skill of type swing, you have a chance of casting another one of your current skills with type slam. Yeah. So here's the thing. I appreciate this game. I gotta change position. I like this game of what the game is. It just, if I could make a wish, well, no, then I wouldn't wish for that. It's stupid. But it is to me already too complex. I don't need this kind of complex stuff, you know. To me, it would be fine if I just get some cards and play the game and I can, you know, upgrade new cards. This is way already too annoying. Let's put it that way. But I know people like it. But anyhow, that basically means whenever I cast either this one or that one, another, what does it say? Another of your current skills with type slam. What? I gotta read the whole thing again. Whenever you cast a skill of type swing, you have a chance of casting another one of your current skills with type slam instantly. So right now those, is the slam? Yeah, this is slam, and this here is no slam. No, this is no slam. Okay, I would only apply to this one. So when I use this, so if I choose this card and I would activate this one or that one, they have a chance. Whenever you cast a skill or something, you have a chance. The chance is 6%. I have a 6% chance that this will disregard the cooldown, I think. Maybe reset the cooldown or just disregard the cooldown and will instantly use this one. So with each hit, basically, right? So with each time using that. So that might be useful, but it would be more powerful if I would have a, let's say, more slam actions, you know. But again, this is the problem with what I have is this is kind of like a World of Warcraft sickness where everything becomes so complex that it starts very simple, but eventually it reaches a point where you just give up. Like you just choose something, you say whatever, you know, it does something. And that's not very, I don't think this is a good direction in general. This might look appealing, this might give you the impression of the game as being deep. I think it's just if you cannot really at a certain level understand what is happening on your screen anymore, I do not like this feeling. Simplify that. Don't overcomplicate those things, you know, in my opinion. And I really mean it. But you know, the game is being fun. It's a new idea and it's better than I expected. Let's just move on. But this is really like, you know,
courses through my veins.
And there is actually, when you pay attention to the screen, you look over the head of the character, there are some things, I kind of forgot what they are doing. You have a 100% chance to deal a critical strike on enemies with full health. Nah. I don't know. No, I'm gonna use this one here. This increases the experience gain, which is later gonna be important, and this one is pick up area. This is the how much of the yellow stones, right now yellow, you can collect.
I can feel the power in my very bones.
There is a short key you can press to minimize what is happening on the screen. You don't see those effects anymore, and this is also to me a little bit stupid because why? This is what I mean. You have so many effects that the game actually has an option to to decrease the amount of effects, which I then think, why do you have those effects in the first? Why not just scaling it down a bit? You know, would be still a good game, maybe in a similar game. So now I could choose either or, but let's say I'm happy with the choices I made, or maybe I could use slam, you know. Where is my card? Yeah, maybe if I replace this with slam would be a little bit stupid. This is level 3, replacing that. Yeah, I'm gonna replace the level 2 with that one because of the slam thing. Maybe I can do something with that. Or let's say I'm happy with how things are, then I can click on that one here, and I can say instead of giving me a new active card, I want to have passive things. So a crit chance sounds good. For each skill you have of type Earth, improve your skill without Earth. Power, give me that shit here. Just because right now I'm getting annoyed. It's not the right choice, but you know, when I think about this too much, I think like it's good. It's okay. Come, screw it. Just give me something. And honestly, once in a while, I really try to figure it out. You know, I really try to do a good thing, but eventually it goes more like that, like a little intuitive choice to me. And also, oh, he's a big guy somewhere. Then you have
The blacksmith will be glad.
so right now the gargoyle here is a champion. He will chase us, and you can see he's attacking us. And I think you can cover behind obstacles to not get hit. That's one option. And what we do right now here is trying to be in the area, in this blue area, for a little while. At some point we're opening this one here, but just being for long enough in this little area, you just saw it. It's really a little bit hard to explain. So again, I'm happy with everything. Let's just say cast frequency sounds good.
Just what I needed.
And I try to collect those things. There is much more. Here we have something special. Increase the multiple cast chance of all your skills of type physical. What is physical? This one is physical. This one is physical. This one is also physical. Okay, it's already a good thing. So let's see. Increases the multicast chance. Also, there will be multiple times cast. So I think multicast makes sense in terms of whenever the skill is being used, there's a chance of 48% that the chance is being used again. I think that's my understanding. Please feel free to correct me if you want. So what else now? Area modifier, yeah, that's good. So, and explaining this game is no fun, or trying to explain this game is no fun. This game is being fun when you kind of played it for a while, so that you don't have to think about it too much anymore. Then, what is that? Every time you have finesse, you have a chance of gaining bulwark. What does that mean? Bulwark. Increase the block power by one for 6 seconds. Increase the multicast chance for 6 seconds. Every time you apply finesse. Do we have anything which applies finesse? Yeah, this one applies finesse. This applies finesse. So when you have a skill which can apply finesse, then we can do what with that? Every time you apply finesse, you have a chance of gaining bulwark. So every time those skills causing finesse, we have a chance of gaining, the chance is 25%, of gaining bulwark. Increase the block power by 1 for 6 seconds. I don't know if this is good. Now see, this is, I don't know, why are you making it so freaking unreadable? I mean, yeah, you can understand it, sure, but does it have to be that way? I mean, really? Who is this for? I think, I don't know. I think what my problem is, I'm gonna level this guy up. It makes people feel maybe more intelligent than they are. You know, they think, I'm gonna combine this with that, and this with that, and then I'm gonna do that, and yeah, look at me. It could just be level up, you know. That would be also, you know, work totally fine. But anyhow, let's use that one.
Now we press on.
Ah, here's a Soulstone. So, up. And let's, level 4. See, this is how I simplify that. When I see the skill can be upgraded to, that works for me, you know. And I think that's what it eventually is when you just see it as a game, not as a, I don't know, as a math problem here. Critical damage, no. Dash count. Why not?
Dark gifts. I'll take them all.
The winner takes it all. The loser gets it as well. Everybody's happy. No one is gonna be hurt in my world. Huh? What a song. And there's more in this game. You can see on the minimap. Actually, we can make it bigger. I've been just check the setting for controls. So that's mouse control. Where was this thing here? Decrease effect increase, and that's stupid. I see, that's why it doesn't work. So we're gonna change this from increase is the plus, numpad plus key. Decrease is the minus. That makes sense, right? Say exit. So when I now play this game, I press the minus. You can see I can turn off almost every effect, so that you can focus on the game. And I think if a game has to have an option like that into the game, then you have too many effects. It's as simple as that. Except other people, well, I can see that you maybe think this is, but you are wrong. Whatever you think, you are wrong. I'm the right one. But I can see that people like cast frequency. This one.
This new power
Maybe enjoying like a bathing in effects, you know. You jump into the like a bath of effects. Maybe you like that. Like, so we're gonna increase that to the default. Now this is, you know, you can see what's happening on the screen a bit, you know. I think giving the pricing, I sound a little bit more negative because those things are, that's my opinion, but it's not a bad game. I would rather, you know, I would personally, my personal choice would be decreasing the effects, making the game more simple, you know. I like the collecting things, everything about it. The one-hand playability, I don't want to see this in every game, but in some games I think this is great. For a breakfast, you know, coffee morning thing, like I said. But instead of having so many effects and overwhelming cards to choose, I would appreciate it more when, for example, when you hit enemies, that you can feel the impact of hitting enemies more. I don't even think they react to what we do, right? Let's decrease the effects a bit. Oh, I gotta maybe not stand in here. It's to 0.
No choice is without a cost.
So I used 3 times dash already. So you can see they react a little bit to a skill which you cannot see right now, but it's, you know, it's like fighting bubbles, you know. So I think that would probably be better than, yeah. I would like to see that, but for this price, and it's the IM3, you can get this on GOG. It keeps you really engaged and is a good game, and it should be seen as a good game because it really entertains me. But those points, I want to point them out because I think while I'm replaying this game after a few months, I can see this is the stuff which well, this is what I think. So, I think I'm also getting tired now. It's a little bit too much going on here. So let's see. Where is the option? I'm gonna show you that also. Upper right hand corner, you can see eliminate the lords of the void. So that's actually kind of cool, you know. That's what I like about this game. So basically the task is very simple, but, you know, that's what I mean. They just try to give the player like a feeling of intelligent choices, but it actually is a super simple game. at least the tasks are very simple. It follows the World of Warcraft method, you know. Easy to learn, hard to master, blah 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 blah. Some game phrases, you know. It's also it's like some PR nonsense here. Anyhow, so a lord is basically a champion. So we kill already 3 champions, and if we kill 5, I think we're gonna either this one is over or we have like a boss fight. Here, this one is good. It doesn't look good, but this one increases a critical chance.
More power, more carnage.
Yeah, these are good. More power, more carnage. So sometimes you can even look away because it's too much. Let's point out the good stuff. I like the graphic style a lot. That's did I say that? Meanwhile, I probably not. The reason I expected when I saw this game, I expected like a Torchlight experience, which I like Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2. I have never played Torchlight 3. I checked it out on the Xbox Game Pass a while ago, but I never really played that. And so that was very disappointing or confusing the heck out of me. So, but I really do like how enemies look. I like the characters. It's well designed. You know, it looks very appealing to me. It looks like a game. I like that a lot. But you know, I think it's time to decrease the effects a bit. It drives me nuts here. Is this a champion? Yeah, and you have to complete level for level. Each level drops different minerals and so on, which is all good, because you will need those minerals or whatever it drops to upgrade your character's weapons, and then also you have a skill tree where you have to invest some of those minerals or whatever you're collecting there. So that's motivating and keeps you engaged. And whatever you do, you always make a little bit of progress. That's also, you know, a good method. Or we wish you a Merry Christmas. We are wish you a Merry Christmas. Those green stones do heal you. So basically what I try to do is always, you know, try to damage those enemies and basically just using the dodge all the time. I can dodge 3 times, meanwhile that means I can escape almost everything. About healing, there's also a way, I think later in the game you can skill that you kind of heal yourself better, and I don't remember quite well. But those things will heal us regularly. Those green little crystals here. This was just a soulstone. A soulstone, when you kill a Lord of the Void, will always contain a lot of that sounds good. Level 6 will always contain a lot of those yellow things. Oh no, I'm getting tired. I should wake up, but I'm gonna go to bed again. That's enough for today. But it's good that I make this little video here. What is that? Because, like I said, I checked it out already a few months ago, and I wasn't really I couldn't really sure that this game is kind of good, and I think it's just fair to record this one. And telling you this is actually a good game. So I really had a good time. So I played it for a while. It was like for 2 weeks, almost like a you know, like a routine a bit, like one level, and so you get a lot of enjoyment out of this one here. And there's a bunch of things I haven't even almost never play through games, but I like to play them for a while. I think that counts for everybody in my age. And the best thing to me, there is actually no story. Don't get me wrong, I like stories in certain games, you know, sure. Although, let's see. Well, Baldur's Gate, the Baldur's Gate 2, I really tried. That was cool. Baldur's Gate 3 I also tried, but I was never really... No, I wasn't invested in Baldur's Gate 3 story. I tried though to follow the story. But I don't know. Divinity I also tried. I think it's always best if the player, to me, if I can kind of make my own story in games. Skyrim, I mean, maybe a little bit of getting a rough understanding of what the what the world is about, and then in the world exploring, writing your own story like a Bethesda game kind of thing, you know, is probably the best thing to me. If I really think about it. The same thing counts when I like the game World of Warcraft still, but if about story, I don't know. I've never knew what was going on. Only thing I knew, like a rough understanding, and that was completely sufficient. Like it was like you know, Horde and Alliance. What is the English word for that? You know, two opposite sides, and they hate each other with some exceptions. That was good enough for me. And then, you know, gameplay is always more important to me. Or fun stories can be entertaining. So for example, Portal 2 was extremely funny to play. That was a good game to play. For story-wise, following the story, and it kept me engaged in terms of it was just super funny. That's good. So, yeah, so it's done. Now we could choose, I think, nothing. Sometimes you can choose another portal, and that means you continue whatever you're doing right now, but I'm actually glad I don't have to do that. Because that's enough. That's already enough for me. And here for the statistic idiots, here have fun with that. I'm gonna go to the main menu. I also, you know, sure, if I statistics also will matter for me if I want to achieve some goal which I set for myself. Then this becomes also interesting to me. For example. Forget it. Here we can get this guy if I want to, but I don't. I'm happy with this one. Here's a skill tree. Eventually you will be able to unlock everything. We can start with this. No, maybe with this. What is this doing? Maximum health. Increase all health received from health crystals. Yeah, I think there was a better one. What is that? You recover up to 1 health point every time you level up. That's pretty useful. That's kind of, what is that? Increase the runic power of all your characters by 1. I don't know what that means. Forgot. Has something later in the game. Okay, I'm gonna choose this one here. And those guys I think I have. Level 5. Increase armor. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, the only sure, you can make a intelligent choice here to make the you know, to maybe find the fastest way to a level if you are into those kind of things. To me, it doesn't really matter eventually, because you can unlock everything, so it doesn't really matter what you skill. Just skill what you like at first, and that's easy enough. What is that? Yeah, this is achievements, which I also don't give a shit about games, but if they are well integrated, I believe that's the case in here. That means you have to do an achievement and then you get something. Well, that's kind of okay, but I think still achievements doesn't really work for me. So I think, yeah, we unlock some stuff when we, whatever. That's anyhow. So this is here, the stats again, I guess. Level 4, 2 matches, yeah. This is the more important thing when we press fight. You can also make the challenge harder, and then you will also change the bonuses. You will, whatever you get will change. So if you, sometimes that confused me a little bit, I think, when I tried to
Looking for something sharp?
To upgrade my weapon, which we cannot do because we have to be level 10, then we need certain minerals or stones, and some stones you only get when you change the difficulty settings of yeah, those things here. Anyhow, this is just something in between, because I was actually hooked. I'm still hooked to Stalker. I played a lot of Stalker, so December is my playing month. And Stalker 2 is a really, really good game. I would recommend it to you if you think about playing. You know what? I'm going now. I'm having enough. Babbled enough. I'm happy. I'm going now. It's a good game. Check it out. And bye-bye.